Good afternoon, friends. This is Chef Anuruddh. I'm back again. It's rainy season. It's rainy today, and we're gonna make a very, very interesting snack recipe. It's just similar to a samosa, but there's a little twist to it. So let's go and watch what the recipe is. Hello, friends. Let's go and see what the recipe is. So we'll make the dough first for the recipe. So I'll take this bowl and add about 1.5 cups of refined flour. In this flour, now we will add some salt. So guys, this is a very, very simple recipe. It is a little bit of twist to a samosa, and you all know the weather is very, very nice today. So I just thought of making this baked recipe instead of a fried recipe. So we add pepper and we add salt here. A full spoon of ajwain. I personally love ajwain a lot. Just mix all of them a little bit. Some refined oil to make the dough. I use approximately about 30 ml of oil here. And slowly add the oil to the flour so that gets mixed up properly and make it a good texture. Now to make the dough more crunchy, you can also use here butter or ghee to it. Let's leave it for some time. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll start with the mixture for this very, very interesting samosa, or you can say a different kind of a snack. I would say it's more like a gujia, or it's a baked gujia, which is a very, very interesting thing. So just wait and watch how it comes out. So for the mixture, we'll use sprouts, very, very healthy. So I've done some home sprouts with this black dal. It took me about the whole of 2 days, and then just parboil them a little bit because still a little bit of rawness from this. Again, then I have some corn. These are the frozen corn kernels. Just quick blanch them and just hand chop roughly. So we can use these ones. I've used very refreshing, very in season spring onions. Just wash it and just cut it through completely. Some fresh herbs. I've used a lot of coriander and just a dash of green chilies. And finally, we'll use a lot of cheese in it, and it's become nice and cheesy. For the masalas, I will just use some black pepper, and I will use some salt and a little bit of this jeera powder, which is I've crushed. I've roasted with saunf and then just crushed it roughly. So guys, we'll see how the mixture is to be made. Just heat a pan. Add just a dash of oil. Let it heat up a little bit. I love this sizzle. I love this sparkle. Make sure the oil is extremely hot. Just add these ingredients to it so that the whole of the moisture gets evaporated very quickly and doesn't lose a lot of nutrition which is there. I'm just quick frying it. You can say it's popping up. I think just saute it a little bit so that all the moisture goes off. I want to make them a little dry. So the sprouts has a maximum of moisture in it, and also since they are blanched, then so it has some water content more of it inside. So take a little more of saute. Then add corns, the sweet corns. Just hand chop roughly. Mix them nicely together and let them sweat a little bit. Let them cook. Let them dry. all the moisture off. Smells quite nice from here. Then I'll add some jeera and some salt powder in it. Yeah. Some salt. Some crushed pepper. Just give it a nice toss. Smells amazing with the jeera and the salt, and it's become very summery and very light. It's kind of dry a little bit now. Just some more sauté. So it's very important to make this mixture dry because it's a stuffing. If there's a little bit of moisture which is in excess, the dough will break and you can't bake it properly. So it is as good as completely well sauteed mixture. Give it a nice stir. Amazing aroma. Add a lot of spring onions. And here goes your fresh coriander and some green chilies. The reason I'm adding onions at the last and not at the beginning is that I want the crunchiness of the spring onions to be there. So folks, our mixture is ready, our dough is ready. Now the third part of the recipe is to make a very nice chutney. So we'll make a salt ki chutney or imli ki chutney with a little twist to it. So we'll start now. So we'll heat up a pan. Add some oil. Final stage of cooking. Post that, what we'll do is we'll roll the dough, we'll make small pancakes and then put the mixture, and then I'll show you how to make the snack. So while the oil is hot, add some jeera. We'll cook for a while. Also add some hing to it. Cook along with jeera. We'll cook a little bit. Once we start crackling, you can sense the flavor of hing and jeera. Now here what I've done is I've taken the water, I've used the imli, I've soaked it in warm water for about 30 minutes and then pass it through a sheeting or a strainer and taken out the water from that. So this is just the water of imli pulp which I've taken. Stir it a little bit. Now I'm adding some khajur to it. These are the dates for the texture and also for the smoothness in the chutney and to give it natural sugar. So I'm leaving some dates in the chutney to boil along with it. Let it cook a little bit. Also I'm adding some crushed ginger to give sharpness to the chutney. Just drop some jaggery or gur for the natural sugar. Let it boil and let it cook for a while. Since the pulp is quite thick, all I'll do is to cook the dates and the jaggery, I'll add some water. Let it cook. Will come to a boil. is a very refreshing chutney. It has flavors of, it is a sweet, tangy and also a spicy chutney. So what I'll do for spiciness, I've added a little punch from ginger and I'll finish that with some red chili powder so that it has a nice glaze and a shine or a color to it, and then it has a little bit spice to it, so which goes very well with the texture, which is the samosa crumbly texture or the crispy texture of the dough, and also the inside, the mixture which is there. It has the corn, it is sweet, the sprouts is crunchy, so it marries all the textures and the spice levels. You can see it's coming to a boil now. Let it cook. It is a lot of good flavor and aroma coming out of imli. Tamarind is smelling really great. And you can just cover it for some time to make it more faster. So while I do it, we'll see. I'm using to season this chutney. I will be using rock salt or black salt. A little bit of normal salt as well I will be using. Again, that same mixture I've made it with jeera and saunf. I've roasted it lightly on a tawa and then grounded it. This also goes the chutney to give it a nice flavor. As I mentioned, we will put red chili powder. Red chili powder will give a good color to the chutney and also add spiciness to the kick to the chutney. And finally, what I've done is I've taken some raisins and I've soaked some raisins in warm water. This finally will be going in the chutney to give that richness to the chutney. And you can also balance it with some sugar, because at times the jaggery or the dates gets a little more stronger in character. So if once it's made, we'll taste it, and if it's a little off balance, we'll add some sugar to it to balance it off. It's on a boil now, so let it cook. Slowly and slowly, we'll start adding masalas to it. There goes your saunf and jeera. Salt. Normal salt to it. And season with it red chili powder. Into a very fine thin sheet. It is really very thin so that it's cooks very easily. We need to cut, once the sheet is rolled quite thin, we need to cut rounds of it to discs. Let me show you how we cut it. So I have this lid of a bowl. I place it and I'll go through the edges and cut it into a round shape. There you go. Now this forms our sheet for the snacks. Just this, a little bit more thinner. Yeah, it's perfect now. So let's see how we do. The mixture is ready. So I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take some mixture. First I'll have some water on it. It's a mixture in the center. Make sure it's cold, it's not hot. Now add some cheese to it. And fold it.